this was how curiosity landed me in the hospital on Friday while I was bringing Olivia back from school. So since on Thursday, I've noticed that my baby has not been active like the baby usually kicks. So I got worried, and while I was bringing Olivia back from school on Friday afternoon, because where I usually go for my antenatal is along the road going to her school. So on our way back, I decided to branch to my midwife and check my baby's heartbeat since the baby wasn't active close to 2 days. So when I got there, I told my midwife everything, that my baby has not been active since yesterday and I'm kind of a little bit worried. And she was like, okay, let me check the heartbeat of the baby. She asked me to lay down in the bed. So I laid in the bed. She checked the baby's heartbeat. It was perfectly fine, but she was like, I'm going to send you to the hospital for further inquiries, to make further tests to be sure that everything is okay with the baby. I was like, it's not necessary. She said, no, you have to go to the hospital. We have to be sure that everything is fine with the baby. That was how this woman just booked appointment immediately. That was around 3 in the evening. Before 3:15, she asked me to be in the hospital before 3:15. I had to call my husband, and he left his work and then came back home to take us to the hospital. That was how I got admitted in the hospital. I told them the reason. They already knew the reason why I came, because my midwife already sent the report to them, and then they gave me a bed, checked my BP, and after everything, they started running several scans on me, did a lot of checks, checked everything. And from that 3:03, we stayed in the hospital till 5 p.m. And after everything, they told me that I was going to come back again the next day to repeat the test and to repeat all the scan again to be sure. I'm not saying as well they take something serious. So I said, I just my baby no dey active. Now these people begin do plenty things, and then I said they are going to run glucose test again on me. Meanwhile, I've already run that glucose test. They said they were going to repeat the test again. So this was me already at the hospital the following day, as early as 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. We were already at the hospital. So when I got there, they asked me not to eat before coming. So immediately we got to the hospital. They took my blood samples, and after that they now gave us something for breakfast. Olivia was served pindakas and biscuits, while I was given yogurts and this orishi things I poured inside a mix. This was what I had at the hospital for breakfast. And then they repeated all the scans they did the previous day on me again, and then they did the blood glucose test. They took blood like 3 times. The first one was around 8, the second one around 9, and then the third one was around 2 p.m. And this was me afterwards trying to do some TikTok video. I was doing my TikTok. I said, these people are not nothing as on a serious reach. When I was pregnant with Olivia, normally when I don't feel a heartbeat, I just go to the hospital. When I don't feel movement, I go to the hospital to check her heartbeat, and then I go. But this one, they just retained me at the hospital. So this was we finally on our way back home in the evening of Saturday. I was using their Wi-Fi. I didn't use my phone internet.
The thing just told me that I have finished the nearest 80%. I just quickly switched it off so that I will at least